happens now? Where'd my black marker go? When they replicate, she is going to be she's going to be right? So if they replicate and they build two new strands in the middle, right? That's what you're going to get. Now who's the most original strand? It's going to get confusing after several generations, right? But the cell knows. That's why they have the 3' end and the 5' end. That's how the cell knows which is the most original copy, which one they want to make proteins off of, which one is least likely to have mistakes and all that stuff. So, in the olden days, we called the most original strand the sense strand, and the other strand the anti-sense strand. Sort of like the Christ and the Antichrist. It's the opposite, the exact mirror image, or the complementary strand. So over here, the most original strand we call the sense strand. They don't really use that terminology anymore. They just go with, what do they use? They just go, what?
Template strand.
Template strand. Is your original one the template? And then what do they call the
Coding strand.
the coding strand? And which one are they going to make proteins off of?
Well, polymerase is going to go down the coding strand and fold them onto there.
We'll come back to that when we do protein synthesis. Okay, so you have your sense strand, which is your template. That's the thing you put on the copy machine. Your coding strand carries the code as well, but it has to also be inherited. So your coding strand, I always call the anti-sense strand. Alrighty. Technically, this one would be the most original. This one would be the copy. Okay? Alright, something else popped in my head. It just popped out. And I don't remember what it was. So we'll continue. Alright. These two strands are called complementary. And when the DNA gets copied, you have to do complementary base pairing. Complementary base pairing. What are the bases in DNA? Right, everybody remembers that. Adenine, guanine, cytosine, thymine. Okay? Adenine will always complement T, and T will always complement A. And G will always complement C, and C will always complement G. And when I say complement, I mean they'll form the hydrogen bonds with one another. So let's put in some real words, or real letters. Erase that little thing there. Oops. Okay. After copying. That's where we're gonna go. Okay, so let's say on this strand, the nitrogenous base is C. Then you have an A. Then you have a T. C, my favorite word. Now my cat's favorite word. G, A, G.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Hair balls. That's all they ever do. I got this one cat, it's all he ever does is vomit.
And mine have never had her bone lives. That's
Yeah.
very cute.
The long hair cat, he never vomits. It's the guy with the short hair, he vomits all the time. I think they get in fights and he eats the other guy's
Yeah.
face. And it gets stuck. And then I can never remember what I put for this one, but let's just put cat, because you get a lot of gag cat. Miserable, it's awful. Rita's fed up. He's like, really? I don't want to hear about it. You should know, when the cat's gonna throw up, he comes in from outdoors, announces that